Hello and welcome back to another speaking video. In this video, I will answer this question. Describe a law that was made in your country that you think was a good idea. You should say what the law is, who made it, when and why it was made, and explain why you think this is a good idea. Alright, let's look at the model answer. There's a law that was introduced in my country a few years ago, and I really think it was a great idea. It's the ban on plastic bags. Ban on a law or rule that stops something from being used or done. So this law basically prohibits the use of single-use plastic bags in supermarkets, convenience stores, and pretty much all retail outlets. Prohibits to not allow something. Convenience stores, small shops that sell everyday items. Retail outlets, places where you can buy goods like stores. It was introduced by the Ministry of Environment in collaboration with environmental groups, in collaboration with working together with someone or a group. I believe this law came into effect around 2019, yeah, about 5 years ago. Come into effect to start being used or applied. The reason behind this law, as far as I know, was because plastic waste was becoming a huge issue in the country. The reason behind why something was done. As far as I know, what I understand or believe, plastic waste, trash made of plastic, a huge issue, a big problem. You know, plastic bags were literally everywhere. Literally, actually, in a real way. It's used to emphasize what you're saying. They were littering the streets, clogging the drains, and polluting rivers and oceans. Littering the streets to spread across an area or place untidily. Clog the drains to block pipes that carry water. Pollute to make something dirty or harmful. It was really damaging the environment, especially marine life. Marine life, animals, and plants living in the sea. I remember reading that animals like turtles were mistaking plastic bags for food and dying as a result, which is just heartbreaking. Mistaking something for something else, confusing one thing for another. Heartbreaking, very sad. So the government decided to step in and address this growing issue. Step in to take action or get involved. Address, to deal with or discuss a problem. Here it's a verb. Growing issue, a problem that is getting bigger. Now, this law is important because it forces people to switch to reusable or eco-friendly alternatives like cloth bags or paper bags. Force someone to do something, to make someone do something. Switch to change from one thing to another. Reusable, can be used again. Eco-friendly, good for the environment. Alternatives, other options or choices. It's kind of a simple change in habit, but over time it makes a big difference. I think it's a great idea because it encourages people to be more mindful about the environment, and in the long run, it helps reduce the amount of plastic waste we produce. Encourages people to, motivates people to do something. Be mindful about, to pay attention to something. In the long run, in the future, over time. Also, what I've noticed is that since the law was passed, the streets are much cleaner and there's less plastic waste in general. Pass the law to make a law official. Another benefit is that it reduces the risk of flooding in urban areas because plastic bags often block the drainage systems during heavy rains. Block the drainage system to stop water from flowing through pipes. So in that sense, it also improves public safety. In that sense, in that way or aspect. Improves public safety, makes people safer. At first, of course, people complained like it was a bit inconvenient for some because they had to carry reusable bags every time they went shopping. But, after a while, people got used to it. inconvenient, not easy or comfortable. I personally think it's a small price to pay for the positive impact it has on the environment. A small price to pay for a minor cost or effort for a bigger benefit. Positive impact, a good effect or influence. And I think laws like this are really important because they push society to be more eco conscious, aware of, and caring about the environment. It might seem like a tiny step, but collectively, these small steps add up and can make a big difference. A tiny step, a small action or change. Collectively, together as a group. Add up to accumulate or increase. So yeah, overall, I think this ban on plastic bags was a really forward-thinking and necessary law. Forward-thinking, considering the future in a positive way. It's made the country cleaner, safer, and hopefully more sustainable for future generations. I'm definitely in favor of it. To be in favor of something, to support or agree with something. So in the next 5 slides, you can find the word list and the meanings and the simplified meanings of the words we talked about. So you could pause, take a screenshot, and have a read. All right, I hope you found it useful. Have a nice day.